The government says it's confident it's met its target of 100,000 coronavirus tests a day by the end of April.
The Prime Minister says Britain is past the peak of the outbreak and is promising to set out a plan for gradually lifting the lockdown.
He says we may be encouraged to wear face masks once restrictions are eased.
Face coverings will be useful, both for epidemiological reasons, but also for giving people confidence that they can go back to work.
Quarantine for arrivals. Measures for passengers flying into the UK are being considered by the government as airports look to adapt to a new way of travelling.
Good morning. The majority of footballers are scared of returning to action. Yeah, ahead of two crucial meetings today, Manchester City's Sergio Aguero says players will be worried about returning due to concerns over the health of their families.
I can confirm today that for the first time we are past the peak of this disease. We're past the peak and we're on the downward slope.
That may be, but hundreds are still dying every day. 674 in the last 24 hours. Across the UK, the virus has taken someone special from 26,771 families. And more than 15,000 people are in hospital trying to shake it off. So it's still too early to lift the lockdown. The infection rate, the number of people each of us passes the virus to, must stay below 1. More detail on that next week, but here's a hint of what our future may hold.
Face coverings will be useful, both for epidemiological reasons, but also for giving people confidence that they can go back to work.
We'll update you on what the papers are saying. We're past the peak, says the Mirror. It's leading on Boris Johnson's declaration that the UK is past the peak of the virus, and that's... Look at that gorgeous picture. Well, lots of rainbows out yesterday, Charlie. That's a lovely one there.
Stunning images, those. Telegraph reporting on the Prime Minister's promise to reveal a roadmap out of lockdown. That was the phrase used in the press conference yesterday. We'll try and talk a little more about what that might mean throughout the programme this morning. The paper claims some ministers want to get the number of daily infections down to the hundreds before easing restrictions.
Let's take a look. Well, you just saw the Times there. This is the Telegraph. Flipped around. The Times was leading on Boris Johnson's comments. Fine space on its front page there. Oh, no, that is the Times, I'm sorry. Of Captain Moore. Said he was on the front page. He's celebrating his 100th birthday yesterday.
Most people in the UK would not want to go out, even if the government officially ends the lockdown soon. That's according to a new survey. 60% of those asked said they would be uncomfortable about going to bars and restaurants or using public transport. More than 40% would still be reluctant to go shopping or send their children to school, according to the poll by Ipsos Mori. Victims of domestic abuse can seek help at all Boots pharmacies across the UK from today. Consultation rooms will be used as safe spaces where victims will be put in touch with specialist services.